here's the $1 million question. Will Kyle Shanahan be the 49ers head coach in 2022?
Yes, because I don't think they will rock this organization by getting rid of both of them. I certainly don't think they will get rid of Kyle Shanahan before they get rid of John Lynch. And I think it's going to be one before the other, and that one is John Lynch, not Kyle.
I wouldn't be so sure about Kyle. I think it's 50-50 right here. I think he's on the hot seat, and I think how the season ends will determine. I don't think you can just say he's definitely back next year. I think it's contingent on the way this season goes. So let's say they make the playoffs. He's back. Let's say they miss the playoffs, but they miss it by a game, and Jimmy starts the whole season because they were going for it. I mean, Kyle says he likes Trey Lance. He says he wants to coach him in the future of the franchise, but if he doesn't play him at all this year and they fail to make the playoffs, I mean, then you'd have to go and say, well, as an owner, are you going to start Trey Lance next year? And if Kyle says, I don't know, we'll have to see how it plays out. I don't know, man. At that point, I'm thinking I can't trust this guy with my asset. I got to protect Trey Lance, and I just don't know. I know he wanted Mac Jones. I mean, I'm just saying, you have to be careful here. And if he can't get Trey Lance on the field at all this year, he's saying the right things about Trey. He's the future. I'm eager to see him play. But if he can't show that, can't get him on the field at all, can't show any promise, and it's all words and no results, then I'm thinking, I don't know, this is the right coach for Trey Lance. And another year with him sounds good. You know, you don't want to change. You don't want to have kid learn another system. It sounds good. But if the coach isn't the right coach for him, another year will just be detrimental.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. I feel like perhaps the York family, Jed York, he would probably come out and say, play Lance.
I agree. And I think he would come out and say, look, it's my call. It's my team, play Lance. And at that point, Kyle has to show he wants to. He has to show he wants to. If he does it begrudgingly, and there's another start, and there's 12 quarterback runs, and there are a bunch of quarterback powers and counters, and that's how you're going to know, then you're out. But if you play him again and you put him in your offense and he's under center and he's doing play action, then okay. I don't care what the results are. At least you're showing that you want to coach him, that you have a vision for him in your offense. It's not some begrudging thing you're doing because the organization forced you to. If he can show that, then he can stay. Fine, absolutely. But if he doesn't, if when he plays Trey Lance, it's more the same from the first Arizona start, I don't want that. I don't. Because he's gonna ruin the asset. They have to protect that kid. They have to. No more quarterback counter and quarterback power 12 times a game. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, if in addition to telling him to play him, I think that they also need to say protect him.
Yeah.
Which means they have to draft some unoffensive lineman to a guard, perhaps, or maybe a center.
Yeah.
Somewhere high in the draft. Or I mean, I don't know what free agents would come available next year, but as far as drafting, they need assets to protect Trey Lance, and it's not just weapons and expecting his legs to get outside and extend the plays. They need to make sure there's no chance that he gets hurt and, by extension, slaughters the franchise's chance that year. So I think it's not just play him. I think it's play him well, like you said, and I think it's also you and John, if you are here next year, get him assets that can protect him.
Sure. Show some enthusiasm for playing him, because the game plan he drew up for his first start was not an enthusiastic game. It was a pessimistic. It's like, this is the best he can do. This is what we can do.
You know what it looked like? It looked like he took his playbook and said, "Fine," and just threw it down and said, "Run."
Yeah. Fine.
See how good
This is the quarterback you gave me.
In spite of having to play him,
it was a cynical game play. This is what he can do. We can run. He can run. He can run power. He can run counter. It's like, okay. He can't be under center at all. That's what he did in college. But now you have
watching the Ravens and how they run Lamar Jackson, they will do that like twice a game.
Yeah.
And if it's there and they'll go with it, if it's not, they don't just keep having him pound the middle.